Gary is our speaker this morning, and here's what he invited me to say. So I'm quoting from his email. Relative to today's celebration, Gary's birth mother died at age 27 when he was 2.5. He is a mystic, one who seeks deepest knowledge of what we call God. Gary had a holiness Protestant upbringing, holiness imbued with the Holy Spirit. He was an Air Force captain, which for him was a freeing experience of the relative realities of different cultures. Gary has been married for 54 years, 27 years to each of 2 wives who were, again, relative to today's topic, finest mothers. He's a poet and a romantic idealist, so in love with everyone and everything. And we know that because in that way, that is the way he has introduced himself to us over these various Zoom services. Thank you, Gary, and go ahead.
Thank you so much, Linda. Just to be with you folks, I know that I'm loved. It just makes my body go needles and pins. There's nothing like it. Of course, all back at you. I'm so honored to speak on Mother's Day. Mother has been a huge thing for me, tragically, and the equal and opposite, a delight and just a hand from the world into wellness and the best of life. Mother, mother, mother. To me, the finest thing in creation, the closest manifestation of true self. A verb, a noun, without which we could not be. Something sacred, revered. Today, Mother's Day, one we'd better not forget. Honor thy fathers and mothers. Important enough to stand beside. Do not kill, lie, take the Lord's name in vain. Mythologically pure, ideologically exalted. Why does a mother admonish her daughter to protect her reputation? Personally, the highest I have ever been, to the degree of my face aching from smiling, was the birth of my first son. Such a miracle. I, the male, had participated in. Yet my wife becoming a mother, wow, beyond any expletive, any superlative. That conception, gestation, and birth, the act of creation participated in firsthand. And that establishment with sustenance yet to come as it did. Nurturing, breastfeeding, 24/7 focused attention, sustenance, pure selfless attention, ultimate unconditional love in action. If they weren't so cute, they'd be grease spots on the wall trying patience. Susan and I observe the softening that young women undergo as they experience the fruit of their own mothering. Be incorrigible. Somehow, being judgmental of others gives way to accepting humanness with imperfections. Whether we're wearing white or red carnations today, remember, most of us here, I suspect, have let our mothers go. How tragic the loss of our mothers. Our mothers, our parents who stood almost a protective guard ahead in line of the Grim Reaper, having to take their turn before ours. Mother, 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 at least mine, I know, would be there should I be on death row, even then on my side. No matter what's befallen me, seems it's, I believe, my unheard, to me, mother's prayers that saved me by scruff of my neck. Always there, mother, still. Admittedly, there are good mothers and some not so much. We're talking human here, definitely not perfect. The best mothers perhaps thinking, had I to do it again, I'd do better. Oh, mother's pride or admonishment, eyes in the backs of their heads. Today, hardly singularly, we take her out to eat, gather as family, honor her with flowers, gifts and cards, give attention and love. Let's take a moment right now, because mother is a personal thing. Let's bring her, each of us, up in silence and stillness. The actuality, whether to where she is at this moment, or a memory, who mother is, each, our own mother as she is to each of us right now. A minute, not too much, to give attention. Perhaps our mothers are present with us here and now. Unquestionably in DNA and the very people we are. Yet each, their presence to be honored, held, loved back. Much could be said, yet, at least for me, and perhaps for each of us, our mothers speak for themselves, don't they? Doesn't she? Thanks, moms, for everything. You who ushered us into this world and loved us through to adulthood. Somehow, mother is a personal thing. Each own that, each our own. Here's how mother is personally to me. I've had 5 mothers directly in my life: my birth mother, Eleanor, my adopted mother, Catherine, a stepmother, maybe an evil stepmother. I say that with forgiveness, as we must. 2 wives, and I would say 2 daughters-in-law. I guess that's more than 5. To my birth mother, Eleanor, I say thank you. In my formative years, you exemplified unconditional love, unalterable commitment, highest values, absolute integrity. They live in me. Catherine, wow. You savored life with zest and held us, me, in full acceptance, without admonishment, just the eyes of love. Lucky, lucky me. Catherine Angel gave me the ultimate gift, that I was with her as she died. I think I mentioned it before to you, but the short of it is, she stopped breathing. and her face right in front of me returned to youth. Smile came over her face, her eyes opened like saucers. And I had the sense that she was looking at two doors opening wide to a surprise party. What an ultimate gift. I'm going to share a poem called Mother Dearest. Mother dearest Catherine, Mom, as I choose to write words do not come. Just what is, just you, just me, just being. I see you as you've always been, yet even more in the present. Is it more maturity, more human ripening that has you discarding even the most immediate just 5 minutes ago, past and anticipating the next moment so vaguely, so without attention and focus that to consider what's next is just an exercise in confusion? And readied perhaps to move on, returning primordially to the soup of ways things can be that birth's individuation gave us Catherine. That's soon to return to what we call God, beyond our comprehension, beyond anything, liberated like dreams. Mother dearest, we hold your hand now less tightly, releasing grasp and letting go, more weakly and unsteady, knowing that in divine oneness, forever we will always, in this only moment, we together in flow. I love you, Mom. Love, that's the all that is us, all this. Our heart's desire, letting go to be closer, melding divine unity. Your eyes, your gesture, joy and pride on family bespeaks. Your now distancing eyes, shrinking body, detachment bespeaks. And so you go, and so you stay. We with you always in earth's heaven way. I sat on your lap. We've held each other and cried. I wish to kiss you, hold your hands, feel your body and embrace. You've been belonging. You've been our place. We'll always be yours and live in the smile of your face. You've nurtured goodness in what you've chosen to see of us. That's all. Happy Mother's Day.